Hi guys, good morning. This will be the first time that I try recording from home, so we're going to see how it goes. I'm going to try to do it all in one shot. You need to work on your Dixi and Royd foldable today, and your assignment was to highlight in blue or red ink every word that you see that is related to domain and range. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to highlight every single word that you can think of that has to do with domain. And as you guys know, domain is associated with the word input, x coordinates, independent variable, time. You're going to color all of those. So all of your domains, for example, are going to be in blue. If you notice here, it shows you domain. It gives you the set of all inputs, and inputs is capitalized. So you want to do that. The word x's. And you're just going to look through the rest of the foldable to see if you can find any other words related to domain. There's a little D here in this table. There's your X values. Each of these input values are part of your domain. Okay, if you also see in your function, the little X there, that's part of your domain. That tells you what's going to be your output. Your output or your range, you're going to highlight in red. So range includes all the words like output, output, y coordinates, dependent, variable, distance, things like that. Okay, so I'm going to highlight the word outputs, the word y's, there's an output. Okay, and there's lots of words related to domain and range. So you're going to have to find them all. I'm not going to go through all of them just right now because of time's sake. Okay, so after you finish that, after you highlight in blue or red all the words that are related to domain and range, you're going to cut it out. So on the other side, it kind of shows you where to cut into the dot. So you're going to cut up to those dots, you're going to cut down to these dots, and you're going to fold. So in the end, you're going to have a cool little foldable for Dixi and Royd. So you're going to get your paper. Hopefully it's lined up. It may not be as lined up as we want it, but just try your best. It's hard to print double-sided. Okay, so I'm going to cut this off. You should share the scissors because I know that there's not enough for everybody. Don't forget that if scissors is one of your supplies that you need to bring it as soon as you can. Supplies were due yesterday on Monday. And of course you're going to cut off this piece. But this is an example of after you cut it to those dots, you're going to fold it there where it says. So you end up getting the letter R, the letter O, the letter Y, and the letter D. You're going to do the same thing to the other side so that instead of Royd, it's going to say Dixi. Again, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to cut along this edge, and you're going to cut along the dotted lines all the way to the dot. This shouldn't take you very long. It should just take a few minutes. You guys miss me yet? I miss you guys. It's been kind of boring at the house. Just been sleeping a lot and resting. Eating lots of caldo de pollo that my mom made. She's awesome. Okay, then now once you cut the little flaps, then you're going to fold them over. So you have the word D, or the letter I, X, and I. So this is what your foldable should look like. You should be able to open each of the flaps, and it tells you a little bit about